Well, you guys, Sephora has made it in the news headlines nationally, and not for the reason you may think. White teens use Sephora makeup samples for blackface in viral TikTok. Now, what the incel nation? Am I right? Like, what in the lack of brain cells and history education is going on here? And with that being said, here's your disclaimer. If you are a racially triggered person and things like this truly bother you, please click away from the video because we're going to be talking about truly incels of America. These little entitled, enabled, spoiled children who their parents took them to Sephora and let them do essentially blackface while testing foundations. I don't even think they were there to test foundations. I think they were there more so to just walk around. They said they were there to kill time before the track meeting. Okay, they're kids, they're there with their parents. You'd think the parents would be watching them and telling them that this behavior is not okay. But in fact, the parent thought it was funny, let the child do blackface in the middle of the store with a very dark foundation that she just lathered all over herself, and then decided to take photos of her because the mom thought it was funny. Now, I've seen this situation happen over on TikTok, and the thing about it, you guys, I've seen a lot of people in videos of this circulating around trying to defend the child, and I get she is a kid. But the thing about these kids nowadays is that they grew up with access to the internet, so they know that things like this isn't okay, whereas back in the day where we grew up, when we first got YouTube, a lot of people actually did skits in blackface thinking it was funny, and of course it wasn't funny. But the thing is, it's like a different time period nowadays where we know this is totally not okay and totally not accepted. So the fact that this child did this, there is no reason, there's no excuse for it, in my opinion. Something that makes me sad is that this girl obviously learned this behavior from somewhere. She learned that this was okay to do somewhere, probably from her parents, and that makes me very sad that her parents are not teaching their child better, because this video could potentially really ruin a lot of opportunities for this little girl. And that is sad to see that she is this ignorant and blind to the situation and what she is truly doing to herself and others around her. We're going to be watching these crazy TikToks, y'all. The employees were calling them out. There were other families there who were calling them out. These kids were laughing, making animal noises, and running around. The mom was defending the children, taking pictures of them, probably to send to their family and friends, and it's just really ridiculous that this behavior is okay and accepted. And oh my goodness, I feel bad for these kids, honestly, not having better role models and positive influence in their life, that this is where they're at right now. In Sephora, doing blackface and making animal sounds, being recorded by a bunch of onlookers, not understanding that this is going to really shatter a lot of opportunity in their future. And I know what you're thinking, but Revoke, they're just kids. They don't know what they're doing. Yes, they do. I beg to differ. The fact that they are, y'all, we're going to watch the clips and then y'all will understand what I'm saying. And I do feel bad because they are kids, but if they don't get called out for this behavior, because apparently the parents think it's funny, they were laughing about it. If they don't find a more positive influence in their life and understand that these things are not okay, they're probably going to grow up and just become worse. Now, the lady who had recorded this video and posted it to TikTok originally, the video ended up getting taken down by, I guess, TikTok. I don't know the situation, but the video ended up getting taken down from her trying to expose this horrible, disgusting situation and trying to get people to take proper accountability. And this is what she had to say about it. Before we do, I want to call myself out real quick because I told you guys some misinformation earlier when I said that these girls were here killing time before their track meet. It wasn't these girls who initially did the blackface. They were just there with their mothers. They ended up coming in after the group of girls who filmed them exposed the situation, and the group of girls who filmed the situation and exposed it were actually there killing time before their track meet. So now that we cleared that up. Now, the girl who posted the video, Taj, ended up saying, "Since my first video was deleted, genuinely so disgusted and disturbed, my teammates and I arrived in Boston for a track meet this weekend and walked around Sephora before dinner to kill time. These group of teenage girls and their mothers came in, go to the makeup section to use the samples for blackface while giggling and making animal sounds. The Sephora worker, the lady in black, confronted them, and the mother dismisses her and walks off. After I stopped filming, both mothers came to press me to delete the video of their blatant racism because they didn't consent." Now, the lady in the black is the Sephora worker who is confronting the mother, who's the lady seen there just walking away from the situation, and that really just goes to tell you everything you need to know about her as a parent. She genuinely doesn't care that her child is displaying blatant racism. I just can't believe it's 2024 and we all have such knowledge of the situation and what had happened and know that this thing, it's just not okay to do now or ever. And the fact that they're still doing this and the fact that they think it's funny, it just really goes to show you we still have a lot of loose screws out there in our society.
No, I walked over here and you're about to
Like,
take a picture of
this
that.
lady has...
No, I walked over here and you're about to
Like,
take a picture of
this
that.
lady has...
So you just heard it there. The Sephora lady walked over and said, no, I just walked over here and you were about to take a picture of that. You're encouraging this behavior. You think it's funny and now your children think this behavior is okay, acceptable, and okay, I added that on there at the end. But you get the gist. The lady was calling it out saying, no, you think this is okay? And like, y'all are about to take a picture of this and this? No, y'all got to get out of my damn store. And the mom is just like, let me not accept this accountability and just walk on. Also, I don't know about y'all. I don't wear makeup quite often, but I do wear makeup. And when I do go out to stores to get products, my skin tone's a little bit, it's off. So I don't match with a lot of stuff. Sometimes I even have to mix foundations to really get the skin tone that I need for my skin tone. Does that make sense? But anyways, I will do swatches on my arms just like a lot of you guys do swatches. So I just don't understand like why they couldn't do a swatch. I think the reason why they didn't do a swatch is because this is blatant racism. They knew what they were doing. They knew they were... Okay, y'all. You just can't defend this, okay? Honestly. And I've seen some people who, at the end there, they did go to a cleanser and they started cleansing it off. And people's like, but they're taking it off. But they did it in the first place, okay?
Yeah.
No, I walked over here and you're about to
Like,
take a picture of
this
that.
lady has no shame.
Go ahead. This is
Like,
the stuff that
literally.
prevents jobs, college acceptances, let alone how incredibly effective this is.
This is so wild.
It's not a face. I'm so sorry.
This is
to
so
everyone
shameful. This is so shameful. Like,
We don't.
Should there be age restrictions at Sephora or Mecca? Yes, the hell there should. And hear me out before you jump on me saying, oh, it's a public place, there shouldn't be an age restriction. Girl, okay, all these parents have let Sephora used to be a decent establishment. Now, it was never, in my opinion, like super high end, but it was a nicer establishment. People would go there for good makeup. But now you have the kids of TikTok who basically took over Sephora from the adults, and now they're shopping there for their skincare, which these are children. I didn't have a skincare routine when I was a kid. Like, I literally just developed one maybe 2-3 years ago, so that's crazy that these children are like highly advanced in makeup and skincare nowadays. It's like bizarre. But if I'm being honest with you, these girls displayed that these kids obviously aren't making good use of the store. And if she really didn't know what she was doing, allegedly doing the blackface, if she had no idea that that was offensive and wrong, then she clearly doesn't know how to use makeup and just shouldn't be there. And not just that, but Sephora at the end of their end caps in the aisles have like these little stands with free applicators that you can take so you can swatch makeup. And they had to tape those up and literally just do away with them because children were just actively destroying them along with the damn store. With that being said, hi, I'm a shitty content creator. I have no idea if this is going to be allowed on YouTube or not. I'm hoping that it is, and I'm hoping that I don't get flagged for it. But with that being said, this was my thoughts and opinions about this insane topic. I never thought that I would cover children doing blackface, especially in Sephora. But with that being said, let me know in the comment section down below, what the hell do you think about this situation? Are they guilty or no? I personally think that they should have definitely known what they was doing, and it's very disgusting and vile that the parent did not take the situation into their own hands and matters and deal with the children doing this disgusting act. And I'm sure there was no consequences after they left the store and got home. So with that being said, I feel like everybody on their end was totally in the wrong. And the fact that they ran away when they realized that they were being filmed just goes to show you that they did have a little bit of insight and knowledge as to the situation not being okay. Because if it was okay, why would they run away from it being captured? But I don't know, you guys. That's just my unpopular thoughts and opinions. And with that being said, I'll catch you in the next video.